Hey, it's Tara, and today I want to talk about my goals for 2015. So I have 7 goals for this year. 4 are for books and 2 are for health, I guess. My most important for me this year is to read more science fiction classics. I've made a list of 12 science fiction classics that I want to read this year, one for every month, and I will put a list down in the bottom so that if anybody wants to buddy read any of these with me, that would be pretty awesome. So just let me know if you're interested. I'm totally flexible on months, except for the first one because I'm starting with Earth Abides. I've already started it and I'm really excited. Second, I want to read more science fiction in general. I used to only read fantasy, and then I had some sort of revelation in one of my modern literature classes in college, and I fell in love with science fiction. Thank you, Mr. Vonnegut. And since then I've been really interested in science fiction. I don't like hard science fiction or like space operas or things like that, but I'm especially interested in questions of biological advancement and artificial intelligence and various things like that. So anyways, the point of all of this is that I have not been reading enough science fiction. I've been reading a lot of fantasy, which is fine. I like fantasy, but I've been shying away from science fiction maybe because I've wanted easier reads, and for me fantasy is usually easier and less thought-provoking. Not in all cases, just some, but I do want to get back to reading more science fiction. I'm not going to set a goal for a month or anything. I just want to be more aware of that desire. Along those same lines, I also have decided that I'm going to read one science fiction short story every day this year, if possible, which should be no problem at all. I was asking Elizabeth from Books and Pieces for her advice on how to read more science fiction short stories because they tend to be overwhelming and there are just so many, and ultimately I decided that the best way to do this would to read one every single day, and no more, but also to write my thoughts on it. So I might be including those in my Sunday reads, like wrap-up sort of thing for the week before. I don't know. I'm still working on what I want to do with my channel. I don't know. Which brings me to my, I think this is third, is that I want to do more videos that aren't just book reviews. I feel like it's kind of impersonal. Of course you get to know a little bit about me through the videos because of what I like and don't like and things that I say, but I feel like I'm not really engaging with you very much, and I'm trying to comment on your channels as well, but I feel like I need to put myself more out there as well. So I am looking forward to getting to know all of you better and letting you all get to know me better as well. And my last book resolution is one that is really big this year, and rightly so, and that is to read more diversely. I did a breakdown. Let me get my handy notepad out. And I was able to do really well in the whole male-female department. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I read a lot of like urban fantasy. So 60 to 41 with a couple husband-wife teams, or husband-wife books, I guess, and male-female teams in writing. So that was no problem. But where I totally didn't do well was in reading outside the USA. 96 of my 107 books were from the USA and Canada. I think 7 were from the UK. Let's see. Yeah. 3 were from Japanese authors, and 1 was from a South African author, and a white South African author. So clearly I have some more work to do, and I've already lined up some books that I want to read from, all over, and I want to read more diversely country-wise, but I also want to read more colored writers as well. So again, I'm not really going to set a goal for that, but I wanted to be more aware, and I think that if I'm more aware, I'll do it myself. And part of this reading more diversely, I did want to set one goal, and that is to read one Japanese novel, translated Japanese novel, every month. I'm really interested in Japanese literature and culture, obviously since I'm living here. So I would like to read more Japanese literature. Currently, I think I've only read like 5 different authors. So I would like to expand that. I haven't composed a list yet of that, but I guess maybe later I will and give a list of the books that I want to read in case anybody wants to read along with me on those. So that brings me to the end of my book resolutions, and I only have 2 more resolutions this year, and that is one, to get back into my yoga practice. I started maybe 4 months ago doing yoga twice a day, and the difference was huge. I had fewer headaches, I was more cheerful and more optimistic, and I had less pain and I had more energy. And then I just sort of stopped doing it, and I don't know why, because I'm a silly human being, I guess. But I would like to get back into that. And the other is to take better care of my face. I'm getting older. I'll be 33 later this year, and I've always just, done the very basics, and I don't like to wear makeup, which is, I don't like the way it feels or anything like that, so the most I wear is eye makeup, and if I want to continue this trend, I need to take better care of my face, I think. I think it's awesome to see, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, women with no makeup. Not that wearing makeup is terrible. It's totally not. I think it makes people and me feel like extra pretty and more made up and maybe more professional. So it definitely has its place. But for me, I'm super lazy and I don't like to wear it. So I want to be able to feel more comfortable wearing it. So I know that no matter what I do, as I get older, I will feel less confident in the way I look. And I would like to delay that as long as possible, I guess. So if you have any tips or tricks, feel free to talk to me about those. Anyway, so those are my 2015 resolutions for this year. I didn't make any resolutions last year, I don't think, so I have nothing to compare it to. But I guess now I have this on record, so wish me luck. And best of luck to all of you. I've watched a lot of 2015 resolution videos recently, and I think you'll have really great goals, and I am looking forward to supporting you in those. So, party on. Anyways, until next time.